Hey, let's do a quick little run through of all the different Game Boy stuff I have that's in box. Yeah. First up, released in 1989, we have the original Game Boy. And one thing I appreciate about this box is that it tells you everything you need to know. It's a handy game machine. Inside the box, we got the Game Boy sitting in here with some headphones that came with it, and there was originally some AA's that you could run this thing off of, but I'm glad they aren't in here because they'd be leaking by now because this thing is over 30 years old. So this was the first style of Game Boy game boxes. As you can tell, it's a little bit smaller than these box protectors I got for it, but that's okay. Let's check out what's inside. Alright, so inside these boxes, you're gonna get the game, obviously, in a little protective plastic case. And we got the manual in here. It gives you a little rundown of how the game works. Maybe some little pictures here and there. Look at that, Kirby's doing the big suck. Alright, up next we got the Game Boy Pocket. Now these are the Japanese versions, but this one here was boxed up. This is how it would normally appear. And then this guy right here is a limited edition Tamagotchi version. It was supposed to have a little bit more vibrant pinks, but yeah, let's open them up and see what's inside. Alright, so it's pretty standard here with the original Game Boy Pocket, you know, just a little manual about it, and it comes in the box here. Okay, so moving over to the limited edition version, we've got the Game Boy Pocket with it, but we also got this Tamagotchi game in a limited edition pink color, but it's faded over time on the front, as well as the Game Boy that comes with it is faded over time in the front. The pink plastic die that they used in there was actually not meant to last, I think, more than like 20 years or something, but here we are still kicking. As for the manuals, we got obviously just like a little guide for the Tamagotchi game. There's a little journal that you can enter your different Tamagotchis into. We got an advertisement for more game stuff. You can get a charger, battery pack, headphones, all that shit. And also we got some stickers here that you can customize your Game Boy with. Tamagotchi themed with the little guys on them. And then also we got this little warning here about batteries, basically saying, hey, before you come and run to us saying that your Game Boy's broke, make sure you replace the batteries. Make sure it's not the batteries that are the problem. Whoa. And this is going to be what the games were looking like that were being released for these Game Boys at the time. The boxes were a little bit bigger, and this is what the North American and European boxes looked like. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Content of the boxes is basically the same. I just wanted to take a minute to show you more pictures of Kirby being silly. Look at him, he's teaching. Oh, look at Kirby, he's snoozing. This one is not an official box from Nintendo, but it's a pretty cool box system I got custom from this guy on Instagram. I think his name is Link Mods. Let's take a look. Right, so basically it's just a fancy little styrofoam box with your Game Boy inside of it, and this is like a fancier modded one. It's got a LCD screen and everything. It's very cool. Let's take a look at some games. Fortunately, I don't have any American releases, but this is going to be what the Japanese Game Boy Advance games were looking like. It's pretty dope. You know, we got Kirby and the Nightmare in Dreamland, Polarium Advanced, and Mario Kart Super Circuit. Let's take a look. This is what your standard Game Boy Advance game from Japan would end up looking like. You know, you got your manuals, a good set of advertisements, a warranty information, or to register it or something. And this is kind of an interesting piece, though. In Japan, they apparently had an attachment for your cell phone that you could get, I guess, wireless Mario Kart anywhere in the world, or at least in Japan. But yeah, it's not something I knew about them actually having in the US, so if you guys know any more about that, let me know. I'm really curious about that. But anyways, yeah, so that was a good amount of boxed Game Boy stuff. And yeah, if you like this video, follow me, I guess. I don't know, you stay safe, you pricks.